Hi everybody, this is a quick demonstration for Leah over at Blue Gypsy. What she's asked me to cover real quickly is to show how we manage and view lead history, current and overdue tasks, accessing a document or an email to be included in individual email or a drip campaign, and also applying workflow when lead status changes, applying that workflow automatically, and also automatically cleaning up old tasks when leads change status to contract, lost sale, or if they closed on the home or moved in. Okay, so let me log in real quickly under our demo account, our training account, and you can see real quickly that I am on the dashboard. So I'll just start from the beginning on that. So from the dashboard, you'll see, back to the presentation, that you can view the lead history from right here on the dashboard. Sorry, that one didn't have history. So you see that there's a 2-day response, thank you for visiting email, a handwritten thank you letter that went out for this particular client right there in the history. You can also see the history when you drill down and go into that lead on the history tab. So you have history there, and we show everything in the history from opening an email to receiving an email to clicking on a link to opting out. We also show you the emails going back and forth. We show you, the be-backs, the visits. We show you everything in the history, and you can also, filter that so that you can narrow down and see exactly what type of history you're looking for. You'll also be able to see the history when you go to manage leads, and you have the same type of little pop-up there to see the history. Okay. And by the way, history is on all our reports, traffic reports, activity reports. God, we have tons of those. There's all kinds of history reports breaking down activity by agent, by community, for the company, all those things, even by the source of the lead. So we have plenty of that. Okay, so now current and overdue tasks. So if I go back to the dashboard, I can see overdue tasks, or all my tasks, down here in the lower left, and I can expand that out and see all my tasks, or more tasks on one page. And obviously the red ones are past due, and I can just check them off if I want to. Let's see, this DM test, I'll check that one off, the 10-day response, and boom, you should see it here in the history. Yep, there's a 10-day response automatically. We also tell you how many tasks are past due up here on this link. And then we can also see the next step for each task right here on this next button. So I can see these past due tasks by clicking on this link, and it'll take me directly to the Manage Tasks page and show me past due tasks, again in red. Now I can uncheck the only past due and see everything, and then sort by due date, who it's assigned to, or maybe even task type. Maybe I want to see all the phone calls I need to make, as an example. Okay, and then I can change the status right from here if I want to as well. So I change that to complete, and it's going to drop off the list. Past due or next steps or past due tasks can also be seen on the Manage Leads page. So you can just click on that just like we did before and see the next steps, whether they're past due or not. And you can actually click on the link right here to go right into that task if you need to. Okay, and then there's reports. There's exception reports showing overdue tasks that managers can see. Those are always available to see next steps and overdue tasks. Okay, one more thing, just let me show you on that, because you can look at a particular opportunity or lead and then see all the next steps in one tab here. Okay, so that's the current and overdue tasks. Now, accessing a document to be included in an email or drip campaign Well, there's a lot of ways of doing that. First of all, you can set up a follow-up plan that contains an automated email, and that we call that a drip campaign. So if you have a new lead coming into your website, if you have a walk-in into your model, you can apply this workflow or a follow-up plan, and then emails automatically go out. You know, thank you for visiting the model, those kind of things. In this particular case, we have a new online lead that came into the website, and the first thing that happens in that case is they get, you know, that autoresponder or that thank you email. Thank you for, you know, your inquiry. That's expected, but you can have many tasks that are automated along the way, and that's, you know, we just have one in that case. So that's one way of attaching a document or content to an email. Now the other way, or one of the other ways, is through what we call a content item. A content item is set up in our content center as example emails. So you may want to make a little bit more personal email than just an autoresponder, and you may just say, I'm going to provide you with examples of those. So in this case, I have one, and this is an example, and the yellow items are pre-populated for you when you're looking at the opportunity or the prospect, and so that's why I highlighted them in yellow. You know, dear or hello, first person's the person's first name. You know, my name is so and so. You can imagine how that would look, but that's how you would attach an email to an action. So let's go into a lead. Okay, we'll pick it off the dashboard. New online lead example. Okay, and let's go ahead and, well, here we go. We have a new online lead, and we have a follow-up plan, and we have a personal email that you're supposed to send immediately after they walk into that model. And so you can go into that task, okay, and there's your email, and it's pre-populated for you. All the information, Jerry and Sarah, that's the prospect's first name. My name is Sally. I'm the agent in this case. My phone number and my contact information down the bottom. You can just cut and paste that out and send it right to Jerry, right out of the system, or you can do it from Outlook, and then Outlook will also capture the replies back and forth, which is really cool. So that is one way that we can provide these example emails, and that way you don't have to write everything from scratch. You have it right there. Now, those content items can be picked out of here immediately and added right into the email, and then you can, you know, modify and tweak it to make it a little bit more personal, so that it's not just a canned email, which nobody likes to get. Okay. So now from my follow-up plan, let me go back to that opportunity, Jerry and Sarah Smith, and look at the follow-up plan. I can look at those content items or those example emails right from the follow-up plan, which is really cool. Okay, so we have drip campaigns. We have the more personal ones where we can store documents and content items right here on the action items or the next steps. Now they can also attach documents and photos and things in the system as well. It can be any document or any file can be in there too. So we do have those kind of documents. And then you can manage your documents from what we call the content center. And you know, this is let's just say this is an email to the agent. We can categorize it that way, or an email to, it's down here, to the prospect itself. So we have all these examples of emails that you can store in the system and send to your prospects. We even have scripts. This is kind of neat. We have a video script. Some of our builders send videos. And so this is a script on what to say when you're recording this video. And you can edit these items as well directly in the system. Okay, so that is the documents and drip campaigns. Now, applying workflow to when the lead status changes. So let me exit the content center, and then I'm in this lead. Okay, this lead is Sarah and Jerry Smith, and right now their online OSC, that means online sales counselor, is working on it right now, and they've set an appointment. But let's say we have a follow-up plan. Let's say they go into they visited the model. So I can change that status to visited the model, and you'll see that happened really fast. I hope you saw that, but I have a new plan automatically, and the old plan goes away. So there you go. That's how the plans are added, and it's really slick. Now the other part of this is, let's say you lose the sale, or they sign a contract. So if I lose the sale, well, it's going to clean up all these tasks for me, and they all went away because you don't want them getting those emails. But let me move them back into that status again. We're going to get that plan back. And let's say they sign a contract, and I don't have a follow-up plan or a workflow for contract, but I change the status to contract. Well, boom, there you go. You saw that the old plan went away. And that way you're not sending them emails and making phone calls to say, hey, are you still interested, when they're actually under contract. That would make you look silly. Okay, so that's how that all works, and I hope you found this very useful. Our customers and our builders love it and find that it's very useful, and it certainly saves them time, money, and helps them sell more homes. So I guess there's one more thing I do want to say is you can change follow-up plans when you change their buying time frame. So when you set up a follow-up plan, you can set it up by the priority. So if I move somebody from A to a B, which is really cool, I might want to change. Okay, let me go to here, and I change their priority. Let's say they're 6 months out. That gave me a whole new plan, which is really cool, because you're not calling them every day if they're not ready. If they say call me in 6 months, then you have a 6-month plan. Okay, let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.